Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another awesome video. Today we're going to be talking about the highest conviction stocks and how to really find them, or how to narrow them down to, the highest growers and the ones that are going to make you the most amount of money in the shortest period of time. And again, of course, we're long-term investors, so we're not talking about a short period of time like a week or a month or maybe even a year. I'm talking about finding stocks that have the potential to grow over the next 3, 5, and even 10 years time, but also the ones that maybe not a lot of people are paying attention to, kind of like the underdogs. And we'll get into all of that. So without further ado, let's dive into today's episode. Let's go. Right before we dive in, if you haven't smashed the like button, go ahead and smash that right now. So one of the first steps into finding these high conviction stocks is to be looking at industries of growth. You don't want to be looking at industries with like soda or like things that maybe are unhealthy or unproductive. You want to look at the most high innovative industries. ARK Invest analysts are actually really good at finding those. So if you haven't dialed in what industries are going to be disruptive or not, you can go ahead and take a look at what ARK Invest is doing, so that way you have a better idea of what those disruptive industries might look like. And then you can compile that data and put it into your own portfolio. So now that you have the first step down, which is finding those growth industries, now it's time to analyze the stock leaders and trying to find one that is either already the stock leader in that particular industry or will be, because maybe they're just the underdog right now, but they might be slowly gaining on the industry leader at its current state. So this is where you have to start paying attention to the marketing, the products, the leadership teams, the revenue growth. All these things are really important to look at. And of course, the valuations. And valuation is going to play a big role in understanding whether the stock is overvalued or if the stock is undervalued. And honestly, I'm only looking to purchase companies that are either undervalued or properly valued. So when Tesla was nearing 900 levels, I was actually starting to bet against Tesla in the fact that I knew that eventually it was going to go down in price, which it did. So that's a great example of understanding that Tesla, when it was at $900 per share, it was actually trading at around a valuation of 10 years into the future valuation, meaning their growth and the revenue isn't going to meet that valuation for about 10 whole years. So that's a great way to understand, okay, is this stock undervalued, overvalued, is to look at revenue and their products currently and what their products might be in the future as well. Obviously, you can't look 10, 20 years into the future, but you can have an idea of the next 1, 2, 3 years of what the products might be and what their sales numbers may be in the coming quarters, and it will help give you a clearer picture of where this company is going, whatever that company may be. And obviously, when you're looking at these companies, most of them are going to be growth type stocks, right? And it's important to look at if they're becoming profitable or if they're already profitable, and to judge which direction they're going into, right? Because if their net income is going lower and lower and lower, but the revenue is going higher and higher, obviously they're slowly getting away from profitability, but that's not necessarily bad, because if their revenue scales high enough, then their net income will inverse, right? But at the same token, if their net income is going down and the revenue numbers are starting to slip as well year after year after year, that might be a bad sign that this company is actually going to go under or possibly just never make a profit. And that's not something that you want to be invested in. That's why when you're looking at these underdogs and high growth plays and, not necessarily industry leaders, those might be the riskier plays if you don't look at the numbers. That's why numbers are really important. And lastly, I honestly look at a great product, but in addition, I want to look at something that has great customer reputation. So a good place to look at that is not just Google and Google reviews, but you can also take a look at Reddit. Reddit is a platform where you can actually read from real customers, and obviously some of them might be biased. Maybe they work for the company and they're writing good reviews on Reddit, but there's a lot of ways where you can kind of filter that out and realize, okay, this person had a really good experience, this person didn't, this person did. And reading through these Reddit forums, you can gain an understanding of how their customers either like the product or don't like the product, why or why not, are they improving, are they making it worse? And that gives you a lot more data and understanding of how the company and the products affect their customers, whether it's good or it's bad. And sometimes marketing can make a product look really, really good, but the customers, if they're unsatisfied, will eventually leave the company in turmoil. And that's not what you want to be invested in. So with all that combined, I guarantee that you're going to be able to find your next 10 and 100x plays. And hopefully all this information allows you to build higher conviction stocks in your own portfolio for the next 5, 10, and even maybe 20 years. So I hope you got a lot of value from this video. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button if you haven't already. Feel free to leave me a comment down in the comment section below about a company that you're looking at. And maybe if you want me to do a video on it, I'd be more than happy to break it down and do an in-depth dive into a company that maybe you are interested in. And if you haven't subscribed yet, smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.